All right, so I want to talk about the concept of it's never too late. So I'm going to agree that it's never too late to improve yourself. This is true. But there are a lot, like a laundry list, like a big list of things that it is too late for it to do. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a little bit delusional. I think as you age, your bandwidth for a certain type of energy decreases. Um, as you age, I also feel that, again, this is all about like conscientiousness and awareness. If you have steady, if you're a self-reflective person and conscientious and aware, um, I believe that your wisdom will grow as you age. And with the wisdom is, well, one thing is to understand that certain levels of energy that you once had that were kind of like in a type of a reserve, that reserve gets smaller. Um, I truly believe it's delusional to think that's not true. um, but again, if you can raise your conscientiousness and awareness, you can learn to leverage these energy reserves to do the things and to improve in the way you'd like to. But your limitations your limitations grow as you age also. Um, so I'm gonna view it from the point of like physical strength and stuff like that. It's simply harder to get in better shape. Actually, across the board, I was gonna say, oh, it's like if you're not already in good shape. No, it's hard across the board. Even if you're in decent, like me, I'm in decent shape, um, and I want to get in better shape. It's just harder now, but it's doable. It's doable. It's not that it's not an impossibility, but the fact of the matter is that it's harder, and that is because my bandwidth has decreased. My energetic bandwidth is lower. It's just part of entropy. Like this is just the truth. Um, Entropy is one of the ultimate truths. So you got to work with that. That's why I previously made a video about not wasting your 20s, because if you can get to your highest potential, then it's the easiest. It's the easiest to get in your early to mid 20s to get to reach your max potential. That's when you have some of the most powerful bandwidth. It's at its max. So, yeah, as you get to close to your 30s and after, as I am in my, yeah, turning 33 this year, I feel it. I feel my bandwidth decreasing over the years. I've started to feel it go down around the age of 30. And there are things you can do to like try to maintain your bandwidth and stuff like that. But I'm a lot more cautious and careful as to where I place my energy, because it's not as seemingly infinite as it was when I was in my mid 20s. Um, so I'm really trying to cultivate awareness around where to direct my energy. Um, so I guess it is never too late to raise your awareness. Like I said, there's things that it is never too late to do, and self improvement is the thing. So you can always improve yourself, but just don't be delusional about what you can self improve. Um, yeah, like if you want to get into extreme sports and like high performance athletics, in I mean, I'm striving to get more into gymnastic stuff, which and it requires quite a bit of athleticism. Um, I'm only I really only started to take my I want to call it athleticism. Yeah, I only started getting serious about my athleticism when I'm now that I'm like when I hit 30, and I've been progressively more and more serious about it. But I can feel the difference. I can feel like, damn, I wish that I did this in my early 20s, because I remember, I remember the energy I had then. So it would have been just fucking easier. It's just that simple. But that doesn't mean that I don't have to, that I shouldn't try. So I'm going to keep trying. I'm just being super realistic about it. I'm going to keep striving to be as athletic as I possibly can. And I do want to be in better shape than I am now, and I'm going to strive for that. But again, the truth of the matter, my bandwidth is low. Another thing is traveling. Like, if you're able to travel and do backpacking and stuff like that in your early 20s, traveling now seems a little more expensive than what it used to be. Um, and when I say used to be, I mean like when I hear stories of people that traveled in their youth that are now like a fair bit older, like their 40s and 50s, and they talk about it, and I'm like, what the fuck? That sounded like a blast in terms, like I'm talking about financial kind of things. It's like I'm like really like I'm traveling right now. I'm down in Colombia. Last 2 years I went to Mexico for 2 months each time, and I've been doing solo travel. So I only started getting into solo travel in the last 2 years, and it's pretty good. I have to say that I think it's worth it for just meeting people, seeing how other people live and all this stuff, and just seeing new things. I do think it's worth it. Um, but it is taxing. So it's taxing in the sense of like right now I'm here in Colombia and there's many things and places to visit, and I'm just staying in one spot, and I wanted to go to the coast to experience well, just to stay by the beach, and I'm in a place right now where there's like this calmness here where I'm staying, but not much to do. Last year when I was in Mexico, I bought like a motorcycle, and that was really fun. A bit expensive because I anyway there were some fuck ups with that. And here I don't have any wheels, and I'm kind of a bit stuck. I'm a little bit outside this town, and it's kind of a bit pricey to like go into town. So I go into town for groceries, but I'm doing a bit of work exchange on a property. And anyway, there's like some mountains I really, really want to hike here, but it's like they're a little bit inaccessible to me just because I'm really used to having the autonomy of having my own wheels. It's so last year in Mexico, I had that autonomy. The previous year I didn't, but I got around with the colectivos there, which was like the anyway. So I wanted to say that I don't have my own wheels, and I don't have the bandwidth to pack up all my bags and try to find a bus and do bus transfers and go around and try to find a cool place to stay while like being on edge a little bit, like making sure like my shit doesn't get stolen, and also like it's just tiring to ride a lot of buses to move around. So as much as I like to do that, I do attribute that to my lowered bandwidth. If I was here in my early 20s, it wouldn't like I would probably have already been like I've been here now almost 2 weeks in Colombia and just in one spot, and I'm okay with it. But if I was in my early 20s and I'd been here 2 weeks, I'd probably been to three different like regions of the country by now. Maybe even hop to another country. It's there's a level of energy that I know that I'm don't I just nope. I'm just like nope. Gonna stay here. Don't have it. Don't have the bandwidth. And some people's bandwidth are higher than others, but like so if someone here the age of 33 was might be doing what I was doing in my mid 20s, but if they were in their mid 20s, they'd probably be doing like some really wild crazy shit. So anyway, anyway, that's my thing. My your energetic bandwidth decreases. So the it's never too late idea is a delusion to a lot of degrees. To a lot of degrees where people say like it's never too late to do this and that and that. And it's like it might be. It might be if the thing you want to do requires a level of energy that only like um, a younger version of you has. Yes, it is too late then. So it depends on the thing. Like I said, self improvement, raising your conscientiousness and awareness, cultivating awareness. If you want to use meditation, I don't really meditate so much. I could. It's a useful practice that I could probably get back into. So I might get back into that. Um, yeah. So it's never too late to improve yourself, but just the it's never too late. Dot dot dot. What comes after? It might be too late. So, um, yeah. At the very least, cultivate your wisdom and your ability to see what your actual energetic reservoir is and work with that tank because it's not the same. Um, that's it. That's all I wanted to say there.